since then, my lying eyes are deceiving. And there must be something wrong, 'cause I can feel her crawling around in my chest. Every time I try to pick her up, while she wraps herself around my neck. This girl. Flower. She said, my love is like a flower. I'm trying to get you over. You like love sour, then you should come try my poison. She said, I grew up in the garden of Eden, and ever since then, my lying eyes are deceiving. And there must be something wrong, 'cause I can feel her crawling around in my chest. Every time I try to pick her up, while she wraps herself around my neck. This girl. Flower.
Okay, good morning, you guys. We are ready to go. Hey, Rooster and Katie, good to see you. Hope you're keeping safe down in Mexico. Dirty Draws, good to see you, man. Sir Laughs a Lot is in the house. Let me see, we got Johnny. Hey, Johnny, what's happening? Hope you managed to finish up your TIE Fighter, and you're prepping for the X-Wing on Friday. If you want to go ahead and prep for that, go ahead and build one of the circles using white, but 2x8s, and you should be ready to to just jump in. Let's see. And Kitty, Rooster, he draws, Sir Laughs a Lot. Hey, Chris Carnage, what's up? Okay, so we are continuing our build on the LAAT, and what we've got right here is a little something that we went through last night and kind of fixed up. So, as you can see, we kind of finished it. It's not all the way done. There's still the top pieces missing, but we got it off the struts. We've built out every other part of it. See, we have nice little stairs for the pilot, little ladder. The entire area up here. I don't like these anymore. I never really did like them, so I'm going to swap these out right now for, let's say, Fortnite Forever Festival. We have these. So these perform a similar function, except these fit right there. And it's got that angle bit on it. So let me pop that in there. Boom. Much nicer. Okay, so I did replace the shield in the front, the white bit with a shield here, so it identifies the ship. But we got the entire shape all sorted out, including the wings and thrusters. Jaded Inventor came in and he provided the guns, which is essentially which is it? Fence posts from this is the laser fence from the Imperial. Where's Imperial? Imperial Survival, there. It's a laser fence, but it's the deactivated one. So you put those in a circle, added on a couple of things, and boom, you have your ball cannons. Next thing we have to do is actually put on the ball turrets on the sides, but that's like a last minute thing. We don't have bubbles, of course, so the top we kind of had to just deal with what we have here. So a little less accuracy on the top, but we did try to make it look as good as possible. Managed to get our symbols on, and we have our seating for this is a squad of 10, including commanders, and there's space for the commanders up front as well. So you got your Yoda in here, your Mace Windu, hanging out the front, calling shots. Oh, there's one thing I wanted to do from here. Where is it? Props, under props. Not Imperial. First Order. There, this guy. This is a railing. This is absolutely perfect for this. For the doors. There. Oh. One is higher than the other. But let's go take this thing for a flight. We did figure out an easier way to start the build. So I'm going to show that to you guys. Much easier than how I started yesterday. So much to the point that Matt has gotten started on his new one. Now let's go for a flight. Oh yeah, Rooster got busted with soccer practice. All right, so as you can see, we have the regular flight controls, of course, but this has a pretty clean takeoff with just the this is smooth as butter, by the way. We really need to be able to see something. Let's go over to Rooster's place, which is way over there. Seatbelts are recommended because this can do some pretty cool maneuvers. Including going to the side. All right, come on. I need an indicator or something that's showing me when the engines are lit up, because right now I'm not seeing anything. Traveling at night is a little more precarious, but it does move pretty fast. This moves like as fast as I really wish the Razor Crest would fly. But we have a good rate of speed, and it's highly maneuverable. So anybody tackling this build is going to be very pleased with what we have. Is it on? Okay, it's on. Okay, and I really need an indicator, a forward indicator, or at least a back one. To let me know then when those engines are on. Yes, we can do a barrel roll. We can do all kinds of rolls. Let me see, can we go up? We can go up. So we have the ability to do all kind of combat rolls. I think this one needs to be a little heavier, a little faster, but I wanted it to feel like a troop carrier and not not a fighter plane, which is vastly different. Come on, you can get there. You can get there. It's not getting there. I didn't compensate for the other. There we go. So I think we need to add more thrusters in order to get a proper roll. Yep. Definitely need to add more thrusters. See, one of the last things we did last night was we added some more parts to the wings. So let me just go and add 2 more so that we're all familiar, well, at least I'm familiar with what it's supposed to be doing. Where's my balloons? Balloon. And balloon. And believe it or not, most of these angles were formed with only one of the supernova pieces. So we didn't have to get too crazy. I thought I was going to have to do like a full 45-degree 3 turns for the wings, but it's just one. So that was a pleasant surprise. Channel 2. Channel 2. Then over here, channel 1. There we go. We have such plans. I'll show you the I'll show you what JD came up with for the top part. Oh yeah, I forgot to put my indicator. Okay, here we go. We should be a little bit lighter now and a little more responsive. But it does come in for a nice landing. And we can get into attack position quite easily. So this one is pretty much a winner all the way around. I'm going to add in 2 little thrusters. They're not going to do that much, but they're just going to show me which engines are activated. Hopefully that does not push up too much. Okay, yeah, that's a 3. All right, so we're going to head back over to 40, and we're going to continue the build, or rather, I'm going to show you the new way to build it. Wait, Chris, are you talking to me? Or are you talking to Rooster? Yeah, we've not been over to the World War II side for a little bit. Ooh. Okay. That did not go as planned. Okay, let's aim it. Not, is it on the table? All right. Let's get you all lined up. Still gotta master the controls of this one. there's like so much ship. In the back. There we go. Okay, good to know. I was kind of freaking out a little bit there. See, once you can see what's going on, you can see that those are firing. It makes your life so much easier. I can now fly with one hand. Uh-oh. I should not fly with one hand. What happened? See, take your hand off the controls. Bad things happen. Hey, Lady Light. Welcome. We got to get your boosters on, Jaded. But I think we're gonna wait for that, and I'm gonna go ahead and start the build of the body, the new build, because that technique was really useful. All right, we're coming in hot. See how fast it moves in? Now you can actually see what's going on. So we're going to come in right about here, and we're going to land it down. See, we can control our landing. This is one of the best things about this ship. I love this thing. Do not fly with one hand. Okay, so here we have it. We have a full structure and full build. This is version number 2. So you know version number 3 is gonna be golden. But in order to start version number 3, this is where we begin. We begin at the top, believe it or not. So I know we started the day yesterday with this, but this, knowing exactly where everything goes, makes things so much better and smoother. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Get that little extra space there, and then we're going to go right there and there, and we are going to begin with Supernova. Now, this is where we begin, right here, because, oops, we have a spacing of 4 in the top, and we can transfer that down a lot easier than transferring upward. So we're kind of taking advantage of some of the structure, well, some of the abilities of the game right now. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. So we're gonna start with 5. So right now it likes it when there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. When there's certain things going on. So if we know that it's going to end up at 4, which is where the other one ended up, then if we just jump ahead and get to that point and work backward, so that we know that we're going from a 12 to 4, or we can go from a 4 to a 12. This is where this entire thing just comes together so nicely. and we're just going to build down. We're not going to be even focused on any angling for this. I mean, like, if you want to have colored pieces, then you can go ahead and 1, 2, do any angling you want from here. But if you want structure, then, and the structure is kind of the most important thing, and this kind of holds it up. You're going to have a lot of difficulty closing the gap for the side if you go ahead and do any kind of color. So I'm leaving color as purely optional, I believe I should say. But this gives us the structure that we need right now to finish up. And the thing is, this gets so big. I don't want to fall into the trap of color stopping me from doing what I need to do. And unfortunately, it's where a lot of people really fall into a bit of indecision fatigue, and they end up settling for something because it's the color instead of the shape. So whenever Maddie brings up color, I always have to remind him, 1, 2. Or actually anybody. But you know, Maddie's all for the color. But you know, he's a little bit chaotic. So, okay, we got the first start here. So this is the front of the ship now. We're going to bring this over here, 1, and then 2, then get the corners. 1 corner, 2 corner, then 1, 2, and here we go. Now we can actually bring the sides of the ship down. As you can see, we have everything starting right here, but more than anything else, there's a tiny lip that is in between here. So it's like a half stud space. So in order to get that half stud space, it is something that I wish I'd shown Maddie yesterday. But I guess I can show you guys right now. We actually need to here. I should have gone from there, but here we're going to go from here and pull down a half stud. Because that half stud space is going to be very, very useful in a second once we start to move the pieces around, because once the lower pieces attach to it, it needs a little bit of space. It can't be too flush. There is a certain thing as being too flush. Okay, we got 8. And now, to all intents and purposes, that looks like it's flush. But it's not. It is exactly one half stud space down. Do the same thing to the other side. Remember, this is why we use the machine blocks, because these give us precision. If I want half stud, I can get a half stud. I don't have to guess at it. It's one of the coolest things about these blocks. Precision every single time. So we're going to drag these guys back, all the way back. Yeah, this is a huge ship. It's a small ship, but it's a huge ship at the same time. So that's a lot of pieces to fill in. But that's your ship right there. And then we still have a 45-degree angle to fill in on the back right there. So from here, let's go take another look. From here, we have 2 down, and then all the rest of this is angled. So we're gonna just get this. See, it almost looks like I know what I'm doing. One, 2, then 1, 2. And then we have to get, okay, here's hoping that the angles are working this morning. Now I want this edge. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cross your fingers, tell me the angles are working. They, as a matter of fact, they're not. So this question has popped up quite a bit recently about what to do if when you go to attach your piece, your angle, the this piece is just not working. The pressure plate is going all over the place. I think we should clip this, and Kitty, if you can, but just put it onto the back. Point it down. 1, 2, 3, 4. This angle always works. You can have to, it's like 3 more steps or 4 more steps than what you're looking for, but this always works. Then we're going to put it back, and there we go. Now we're moving forward, and we can take this piece, bring it down, there we have an angle, move it over, and see, the problem here is that that is a little tight. I want to see what the other side is going to look like before I decide. I can either take this or I can do this. The other ones all have this bit of a half space gap, and this actually is what is going to help us form the exact measurement of 12 at the bottom. If it's too far over, we're going to have a gap that's in there. So I'm more inclined to go with this one. I know it's not as nice as that other one, which is nice and smooth, but it will give us what we're looking for. So we're gonna do it to the other side now and see what kind of angle we get off of this, because it's the exact same thing. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. Remember, this is not going to work. So your pressure plate's going all over the place, doing everything except what you want. You just break it off, go to the other side. Put down a pressure plate, and then put this upside down, because pointing down, because this is exactly where it's the opposite of what you want. So, but it goes to the same direction. It's just upside down. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you just put your pieces on. This is a 1 minute clip. 1 minute tip right here. So clip this. If you're ever having trouble, this is what you have to do. And now we can take the piece and transfer it. Dog, I took you out. All right, and now we have that. See, we have it nice and flush. Yeah, I normally never get the flush pieces. It's always off by one, but this is good. Yeah, so we're gonna. That's a good one. That's a good connection. We're gonna keep that. And if you have any doubts, this is a time to go ahead and find out. So, the height of these pieces from here to here, this is a 14, and then it goes straight. So you want a 14? Wait a minute, is that the whole thing? Yep, from here to there. So I'm actually on this piece right now. So this should be a 12. Yep, that's a 12. So we can go 12. And you have to be absolutely sure about this one, just by the way. This is why I'm going to go ahead and measure this one right now. Because if it's off by a little bit, I'm going to know right now. I can make my adjustments. Now, there was a bit of an issue. How did we solve this, Maddie? How did we solve this? Okay. So there was a couple things I had to do. Now, this does not go on here natively. It is off by, how far off is it? It's off by half a stud. Off by half a stud. So I need to go down to down. What did we do, Matt? What did we do? There was a little trick that I used, and I can't quite remember what it is. Okay, I remember now. So, machine blocks. Wonderful, wonderful creation. Take machine block. And then this is going to determine anything that comes here. So this needs to come off of, right now this piece is coming off of here, and this is about a half a stud too high. So if I were to take this snap it, and then take this piece right there, I now have a piece that is half a stud lower. I try to go back. Oops. I try to go back. It's not going to connect to anything. Now I try to come down and forward, and this should give me the connection. No! No! Dang it. Okay, let's try that again. I think we were low, but just not low enough. It's trying to make a fool out of me. All right. So. It's mocking me. All right. So, we have that. We have this. Come on, behave yourself. All right. So that's a half a stud. Let me pull down half a stud more. And we're going to pull from this one first. Are you kidding me? Seriously? Okay, well, that worked. So we're going to keep it. I don't believe it did that. Absolutely do not believe it did that. Anyway, let's see. We can measure from there. So there you have it. Machine block, a line to the top, pull down one, and then pull down another. And you have your proper alignment. Hopefully you can get that proper alignment without your pieces completely punking you. Good luck with that. But there we go. I'm just trying to align it exactly to the middle. So this is a, okay, so it should be 16 in between here. This is an 8. We're going from above as is below. What? That's not good. Tell me this is 16, right? This is a 16. Or did I forget something? 8 and 8. Edge to edge. Okay. See, this is why we measure before we do anything else. Because this is now out of, massively out of alignment. What the flip? All right, here, we're gonna try the other one and see how this measures up. Oh, really? And I know why it doesn't do that, because ha 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 ha. This one should now match up where I thought it would before. Or not. It's just gonna mess with me today. Come on, man. Seriously? Okay, it's messing with me. It's messing with me. It's just messing with me.
You need to go. All right. But it's already cold outside. It's cold, Lily.
That was her at 4 o'clock in the morning. My dog had me up at 4 o'clock in the morning. She really, really had to go. Okay, so let me just. The angle is right. The dog is driving me crazy. Okay, so we got those two angles. Okay. Hey, Wheelie Gaming, what's up? TechWorks. Puck just goes. Oh, just goes. Are you kidding me? Okay. I don't know what's going on here. This is giving me a 14. We are in the right place. We are out and out. I'm going to have to try the further solution. Let me see if we can actually get a 16 in between. I'm just going to have to really go for it and see what happens here. So, I mean, I got it perfect yesterday. Well, last night. And you should be fine. You should be just fine. What's your damage? Let's get rid of you. And let's see about you. Is it because it's attached to there that it's holding? Fortnite glue. No, I need tighter. That's not gonna work. It needs to be reliable. And besides, does this one even really count? Because if this does not get me the 16, then it's completely pointless. So let's measure that. If there's no 16, then I have to do a new angle. So 8. And 8. What the heck, man? Honestly, what the heck? We got 16, and we've got 16 and a bit. Oh, it's gonna drive me to the crazy. Okay, I'm losing my mind here. I had a really good solution for you guys, and now it's, oh, hold on. Yeah, I screwed up my count. Let me see. Let me get my count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, see? This is why we count. I messed it up. So, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is where we're supposed to be. Right here. We're 1 off. So of course everything is going to be off. That's a bit of a relief. So, okay, so we got 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's where we're supposed to be. You're too early. Bye. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and 4. I almost feel vindicated. Almost. When this works, and works perfectly, then I'll be even more vindicated. I wonder if the, okay, so that space is a little iffy. Let me see what this space will do here. Let's get it right one time. One, two, three, 4. Good God. Okay. Seriously? Fine. You know what? I don't care. You come here. Okay. Try again. No. All right. So this one is definitely from here. So this is 2 down. Get that. Pop it on. We know the count. Thankfully, this is not a speed build or anything. This is a build. No. You know what just happened? All right. So. There. And from here, we should be able to dial in the other side. So once again, we're going to pop this on here. And then we're going to do the measurement. And this time, it will be correct. So we got you 8. Come on. Be good to me. Eight. And come on. Snap to it. And 8. And I can almost celebrate. Almost. Come on, be good to me. Yes! There. Woo! See, I knew it worked. And you only have to do it on one side, but you just have to get it right first. So, sorry for all that, finagling and messing around, but we had to get it right. Bad count equals a bad time. All right, let's get the rest of this set up then, shall we? We aren't going with the outside, we're going with the inside. The count would have been completely messed up if we had done that. So I'm glad that we took the time and we made sure that everything was going to be a-okay. We want to grab this lip all the way across. Because this is going to determine your angle all the way through. Do the same thing for the other side. And get rid of the extra. One. You should have a nice solid structure for your LAAT at the end of this. At least a good beginning. Can I get rid of that? I might be. Oh, yes, I can. And this does overlap, so nice and perfect. So I'm going with the small pieces here, but you don't have to. I'm going with the 2x8s. You can go with some bigger pieces. I just like the smooth look. And I can go ahead and do some stripes and stuff with other colors in here if I wanted to. So I can mess around with that a little bit. Oh, definitely. Please leave a like if you like what you're seeing. Now, I have to make sure to keep this. I have to get this into a proper spot. So you come here. And you go there. So we're here. And get rid of you. Okay. I think we should be good to go here and begin to bring that back. Let me see how this goes. Remind myself. So this is the angle right here. So to the front of this. So 8 off the flat. Let's swap over to generics. We can go from here to there. And it needs to be angled. Yep. Oh. Well, that does complicate things, doesn't it? Okay, and let's see if we can get this in here. Perfect. All right, let's get that out of the way. So we can get rid of that, that, and that. Get the generics in. Get this angle right there. And now we are where we are supposed to be. Perfect. So let me get this straight. Eight. There we go. Okay, I feel better about that now. 8. So we're going to bring this out. Oh, crap. I forgot how far out I'm supposed to go with this. So I may need to go and do some counting. Okay, we have this right here. Perfect. So that should take care of the rest of that. And then we go to here. We get this in. Why aren't you behaving yourself? Oh, I know why it's not behaving itself. Because of this. See, the floor down needs to go down half a stud. Which is another detail that you can only get when you're watching. I'm sure Maddie's going to be looking back at the stream later and going like, wait, what? Because he was trying to follow along with his build. And there's some things I didn't tell him because I didn't get a chance to. Because I was in, the transformative stage of building. Things kind of move a little fluidly. All right. So are we lined up now? We're good? Okay, so 2 behind. So we got 1, 2, and then 3. And then a 3 space. Oh, we have 3 already. Then a 3 space. So 3, and then 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. What happened? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. I think I didn't hit the trigger. I hope that was it. So 1, 2, 3. Ooh. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. We go 4. Now we're going to leave both of these doors open for now, because we need to have the flexibility in a building. The doors can go on last. I have my door wide open. In fact, no, we can actually do one with the doors wide open on both sides. What we do need to do next is, oh, we just had the floor. I just destroyed the floor. So that's going to get a little tricky, but my dog is being a real butt right now. Let's see. Oh, wrong side, wrong side. 4. 4 space. Okay, and then a window. Hold on, my wife is texting me. And oh, there's my phone. Okay. So, yeah, don't make me nervous at all, guys. Jeez. All right, so we got this. There we go. And now we can get a 12 right in here. So this gives us the basic shape of it. We are 9:30. So we are doing good with time, moving along with good speed. The next section that we're looking at is, how big is this door anyway? Pretty big. All right. So if we plan the door properly, okay, you know what? Best thing to do is really just do the door in a completely different color. That way you don't have any issues moving forward. So, I mean, like, I had planned on doing that, but then I kind of got a little bit lost. So, my fault. But we can do a 12 here. And, oh, actually, if we can get the door to be different. So, door. Can we do that? I think we can. Door to be 16. Yeah, we can do a 16. Let's do a 16. Skip round 1. See what happens when you have too many ships. All right. So just to be sure, we're going to line that up. Then we're going to pop this over. And then we're going to do this because we need... No! What the heck, man? Don't do that. Okay, we need this to do that, which means that these guys are going to be a little bit long because this is where it's supposed to actually angle upward. Yeah, see? The door ends right here, and the angle starts right there. It all comes together. Good gosh, man. Okay, I can dig it. All right, that needs to be a 14. So let's get a 14 by doing an 8 and a 6. Yes, the Daft Punk pyramid is back. Make sure to grab it in the item shop. You want to grab those. We actually used a few pieces from the Daft Punk pyramid, like a lot. You'd be surprised how versatile some of those pieces are. It's not about the pyramid itself. It's about the pieces you get from it. Those really enhance how you can build. It's one thing to always keep in mind. That's an 8. Damn it. That's an 8. That's a problem. All right, let me see. If I can get this right here, this means that this piece is going to be right in here. So 8 and 6. There. That should give us the space that we need to move forward. And we can knock this out and come back to that door later. Okay, this is where we get to the bottom of the ship. Oh, hello, clean up. Okay. This got a little tricky. I can't remember exactly how I fixed it, but somehow we did. So I think this was like a whole floor section downward. Let's measure that, shall we? Is that a floor or is that a half floor? It's a half floor. Okay, good to know. So find the top edge and then go down half a floor. So that's what we're going to do. Find the top edge of that. Oh boy. This could be a little problematic. You right there. And then you right there. Okay, we got that, and now that should be completely flush to there. So now we have this. We should be able to bring it forward to here. If we go down half a step at this point, go down half a step, dang it, half a step, over and over. I'm not down half a step, am I? You, go away. Oh, wait a minute. What am I doing? Okay, so here's the thing. We are right about there. So we go down half a step. The actual floor is supposed to begin down here. That's why. So it's 1.5 down. So there we go. We at least have where the floor begins. Now, you can use pretty much anything you want. I mean, I have the friendly neighborhood here, so that's what I'm going to use. Those are really good for like deck flooring for aircraft and stuff. It gives it a nice look. And it does have a 6 by 6 piece. 2. What? 1, 2. No. Okay, fine. We're gonna have an edge. I don't want an edge. Oh, but you know what? What we do have. I'm going to get a little too fancy here. I apologize. We have orange. We also have a nice yellow, but I think yellow is going to be a little too much. I mean, orange and yellow kind of spell out danger anyway. But let's go with 6. Because why not? You can use pretty much any color there. Don't worry about colors. Colors are not important. If you want a nice solid orange, you can go with the generic. It does introduce more pieces, but it gives you more points of contact. Uh-oh. Anyway, one of the big reasons that I needed to do the flooring was the to extend the rest of it where it needs to be. Because right under this flooring, we've got, I think this is supposed to be upside down. So let me get pressure plate right in here. And then go over to the roof section, get our supernova pieces. And these are super important because they guide the way to the back of the ship. You're going to see it in 1 second. 1, 2. Ooh. All right, let's go to the singles, which is another reason these are so bloody useful. What? Okay. We are literally 1 stud off. It's going to drive me crazy. Well, at least it's the right height, right size of everything in here. And make sure that everything else that you put down gets into the right place. So it's all good. All good in the neighborhood. Chili's baby back ribs. When you're here, your family. Oh, wait, sorry. Wrong franchise. That's Olive Garden. The Mad Pug 66, sponsored by Olive Garden. I wish. We don't even have an Olive Garden here in Canada. I mean, I know you guys can get to complain about them, but we don't get to complain about them here because we just don't have them. We used to have them a long time ago. I kind of miss them. Yeah, 1 stud off. Story of everybody's lives. Now, oh boy. Okay, we're going to avoid this bit because it hurts way too much. But you see, we decided not to go with a solid piece in the back. We had to do a little bit of conversion in the back here. So we're going to come back to that in a bit. And I think I want to get this a little better. We can take it up at least a couple of studs, at least one floor piece, and clear out some of this space that is happening in between here. Hopefully it doesn't interfere with it being another stud higher. Half stud, no. One stud, not at all. Except for when we get here. But that's a bridge to burn when we cross it. Let's move back to the front, shall we? We've got a bit of stuff going on, and this needs to be handled because this is like the front part of the ship here. And it's 9:41, so what better time? We have a nice skeleton. That is one of the main, one of the big important parts, that we at least have a good skeleton. So, okay, we can continue moving forward with the trim here. I mean, each ship is different. Stop, 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 stop. Go in. Why are you not going? Thank you. Jeez. All right, we go to 12. Generics. Oh, yeah, that's ugly as hell. That's why. Okay. This is by the door, so I want this to be a different color. %. There. See? So the door is now a completely different color that you can't see because it's so dark. Oh, dark 30. Codex, give me light. There, thank you. Oh, what happened? Okay. And then we have the front. This is 6s. All right, we're looking good. Next section would be here. We're going to do the curved bit at the front, which is going to require us to use the Supernova Academy. What the okay, where is everybody coming from? That's like 78 people watching right now. Where is everybody coming from? Do people just like the Clone Wars that much? 1, 2, 3, 4. Wherever you're coming from, thank you for joining. I'm the Mad Puck 66. I usually stream from every day from 8:30 a.m. till 10 a.m. So our time might be a little bit short-lived. I do want to thank you for coming and hanging out. We have one of the most supportive communities here. We are kind of like all of us are actually members of Craftopia, and you should join Craftopia because it's one of the most supportive communities. My Discord is it's more like a fans of my work who want to come and hang out and show their stuff specifically to me. But with Craftopia, you can actually get to interact and talk to other members of the community. It's a great community, and if you're not a member of it and you're a Lego builder, you really should be there because it's where people like you where you can get to meet other people like you who actually understand what you're making, and you're not just your friends and family just humoring you. You know what I'm talking about. They give you those little nods, like, yeah, you're playing with your Legos. We get it, and they don't get it. But Craftopia, I can assure you that everybody there gets exactly where you're coming from. We're all fans here. There is is there a showcase or anything happening? I know Kaboom is doing something with the Ninja Warriors, trying to prepare for the next update in the game. So you should definitely go and find out. Is Kaboom here this morning? Kaboom usually streams right after me, but he's usually on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. But he does have some additional streams. But he's one of the founders of Craftopia, and they're always running really cool community events. So you should get involved, 100%. Okay, we're gonna go 3 here. Are we getting spacing? Is that okay? Seems to be okay. No, not okay. Dang it. All right, we'll just knock off one of those and pull it back. Do the same to the bottom. And now we can continue the angle. There we go. We're gonna do the same thing to both sides. Oh boy. Ah. I think I see what happened. You know what? I'm gonna do that again. I don't think I counted. And I want a nice seam here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I use these pieces every day to do a lot of the builds I'm doing, and to give nice clean lines. Let's see, move this down, then in and over. Yeah, there we go. See, nice clean line. That's what I'm talking about. Right there. See, when you don't count, you get a couple of mismatches, and it gives you the gaps. So always count. You get precision. I mean, I did like so much 2, 3, 4 research, just trying to find the right angle and to see if placement of the piece where on the whole line it affected it, and then how the pressure plates also affected it. So there's a lot of factors that go into getting pieces around. There's some really good minds that were also on this. Warden Works has been doing a lot of work on circles, and if you're not checking him out, you should be, because he's actually gone and done a sphere, a perfect sphere, using a lot of techniques that we have developed here in Lego Fortnite. But see, nice and round, which takes us into a whole new realm. 949. Okay, I think we should stop here for now. I'm not going to build on this anymore until tomorrow, where we're going to go through the rest of the body and show you guys how to do the front and get the balloons in place, as well as internal infrastructure. I think the wings may take another day, and that may have to be Thursday or Friday. So we'll see how that comes together. But right now we're building this live. I want to show you how it flies. This is why I'm going to stop right now. So this is the completed one. Well, not completed. There's one other element that's missing from the top of it. And Jaded Inventor has been working on this piece. It actually looks really good, but my main concern with it was that it was solid, and I wanted to actually make it completely usable, not just decorative. So we were working on making something that A, we could actually add color and stuff to, and B, make hollow to put thrusters in. Because of how it's flying now, I don't think we need additional thrusters because we have like a lot of thrusters on the top, and it's really changing how the whole thing flies. So we've got had to put like so many stabilizers, but we have this final piece to add on, and we're gonna put that on later. You just have to decide exactly which one we're going with. But here's the completed ship, the LAAT. I wish we had someone in. Nope, there's nobody in with me right now. But if Maddie was in with me, I would get him to do some of the flying. See, I have ladders up here. Or if Rooster was here, somebody was here. But they don't usually come out until later. So we're going to fly. Now this is using the new flight dynamics. So this is all about nose control. So we have the ability to put our nose up and our nose down. I don't turn on balloons. The only balloons that I have in here are specifically to make this lighter so that the thrusters can do their work and get it off of the ground. So this entire area here is filled with balloons and thrusters, and it's all hidden so that you get the a more immersive feeling. The balloons in the back help bring the back up so it doesn't drop so much. And of course we have our landing bay here. We have our seats, of course. Closed door, you can look outside and go parachuting off the sides as well. And then of course you have your open door where you can ride in style and watch the landscape pass you by. Of course our commanders are up front, commanding. And then of course we have the guns by Jaded Inventor. It's simple but effective. So I really like what he's done there. Let's see. What else we have? We have our main thrusters for forward speed, our turn thrusters for those barrel rolls. Pretty much everything that we need is controlled here. The last thing that we're going to do is we're going to take these guys and push them forward so we can close the wing. But right now, there is useful for testing where everything goes. So this is our prototype, completed prototype right here. And now we're going to fly. So here we go. Maddie, if you're available, you want to come on in? Let's get a good view of this thing. Now, some of you may be thinking, oh my God, he is up in the air. We have nose control. We have side to side control. We can bring this up. We have full control of everything. So if I want a level flight, I can get a level flight. If I want to get into attack position, raise that nose. In fact, you know what? Just for some of you who are wondering about the ability to be an attack ship, I'm going to go and I'm going to put on some cannons. See that turn? You can do a tight combat turn. Bring it up and bring that nose up. There we go. Now I'm going to set this to fly since, you know, no one is here, so we can actually get a good view of it. Now, of course, I'm in the water. Stop it. There she goes. Oh, we're in Jello Land. Oh no, it's a tree. I can avoid trees. Woo! Because that's how we roll. Look at it go. I can't wait to get the others finished and we can have a whole convoy of these guys. Because you know, that's what we're all looking for. We want to see the convoy of clone troopers. Of course, I'm wearing the wrong outfit, but it is what it is. All right, I'm going to take it back over to the base. And coming for a landing right around here. I wonder, can we get a hover? No, you can't get a full hover. I need to be able to counteract both sides properly. So I'm going to actually work on that next, but there we go. The LAAT. I'm the Mad Puck 66. I stream every day from 8:30 a.m. till 10 a.m., which is when I have to run off to work because, you know, work is important. So I stream live builds in Lego Fortnite, always live builds. So we're usually building. You want to have adventure, you know, survival and everything. That you have some other great creators that you can follow, all members of Craftopia, and you can follow them and find out their adventures. You can follow Kaboom, Haskins. I'm sorry, those are the only ones that really come to mind right now. But Legion. There's lots of really good creators. So make sure to go and check them out and give a creator a follow. Use their code in the item shop. Use any code in the item shop. It doesn't have to be mine. My code is the Mad Puck. But if you're going to be buying something, use a creator code. Help out a creator. It raises their profile with Epic. And, you know, lets Lego know that people are out there actually enjoying the game and supporting their creators, supporting the community. For everyone new here, please leave a like, follow, and subscribe. It's so great to have you here. I'm glad you could come in and chat with us, join the community, and you know, just be here. For you guys who are not new, you guys have come back. Thank you for coming back every day. It's so good to see you guys. And yes, I did say convoy. So good to see you guys. You guys make this entire process pretty cool and really enjoyable. So really glad to have you here. I have to run off to work now, but I just wanted to say thank you, and I will see y'all in the next stream. So with that, I'm gonna hop on in this thing and fly off into the sunset and say goodbye. So bye, y'all. Where's that sunset? That's not a sunset. Oh, fine, it'll do. Bye.
She said, give me another minute, I'll be there in an hour. Okay. I swore I was finished, she took my powers and she got me. So if you ever wonder what love's all about, be careful who you pick. Yes, they might break you out with their poison.
Daisies, one prick from a corner have. Roses or tulips, carnations or daisies. When